Hey everybody, I'm Mike Thompson. I built the CFI course here at the Epic Flight Academy, and with the help of many talented colleagues together, we have made it the go-to course for those looking to earn the FAA Flight Instructor Certificate. In addition to teaching this course, I wrote the book, Telling is Not Teaching, the Flight Instructor's Handbook. You can find it at Amazon.com. The book is built around the idea that effective flight instruction is based on a solid relationship between the instructor and the student. Now, if you think about it, effective teaching of any kind in any subject relies upon a good relationship between the teacher and the student. Telling is Not Teaching was designed to parallel the FAA's Aviation Instructor Handbook 8083-9A. In the Aviation Instructor Handbook 9A and in my book, the first 3 chapters discuss educational psychology, the next 3 discuss instructional design, and the final 3 chapters address the flight instructor profession and responsibilities in general. In later versions of the FAA's handbook, you may notice the chapter numbers change. However, the chapter content should remain essentially the same. Join me as I discuss each of the 9 chapters. I hope you find the book enlightening, and I sincerely hope it helps you develop as a teacher. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Chapter 6 in Telling is Not Teaching. Think about it. Working with the learner, what are we really trying to accomplish? Competence. In aviation, we want the learner to be both safe and competent in whatever the knowledge, decision-making, or skill happens to be. Skill in creating a lesson plan to guide this process is the focus of Chapter 6. Now let's explore this by beginning with this question. Why is it that creating lesson plans is often such a sore point and a difficult task for a flight instructor? I believe in large part it is frustration. Frustration caused by the wide variety and multiple formats of lesson plans. Which one is the right one? What about terminology? Is it supposed to be an objective or an outcome, a competency, a goal? What is meant by methods? I heard you're supposed to do it this way or that way. This is overwhelming. Oh, let's just forget it. Have you ever felt that way? Of course, we all have. Curriculum design is a complex topic. Often, with situations of great complexity, a guidepost lends clarity. Our guidepost is this. No matter the lesson plan format, there are always 3 key components: who, what, and when. In Chapter 6, I will guide you through a simplified process of lesson plan creation and development using these 3 keys. As we do this, we will avoid the common mistake, and that is to think of the process with a telling focus. That these are my lesson plans. This is what I am teaching and what I am doing to change the learner's behavior. That is the telling perspective. In fact, what we want to do is move our efforts from telling to a teaching perspective. To do this, we look at the lesson plan process from the learner's perspective. What do they want to know? What do they need to know? What motivates them? What is their goal? The moment we do this is the moment that the teller shifts to a learner-centered perspective and becomes the teacher. And the learners shift from bored listeners to learners. This is the focus of Chapter 6. Join me in the book and discover why teaching must be a relationship. Join me and clarify the difference between methods, media, and materials in curriculum. Join me and discover discover how using this simple, clear approach of who, what, and when will promote and support a dynamic relationship where the gift exchange of teaching and learning occurs. See how this shift from the lesson plan being all about me, the teacher, to making it all about the learner and what they need leads to a whole new dynamic in learning. A dynamic that makes both the teaching aspect and the learning aspect fun, because the work of teaching becomes fun and the work of learning becomes rewarding. Wouldn't it feel great to create lesson plans that you knew you were going to use, rather than lesson plans for the sake of a requirement that, once completed, would just sit on a shelf or take up hard drive space, never being referred to? How about clarifying the difference between methods, media, and materials to really aid in effective lesson plan creation? Would you like to be able to simplify the lesson plan creation process? Join me in exploring these ideas further. At the end of the chapter, challenge yourself with the activities shown there. Find Telling is Not Teaching at Amazon.com.